Alex Pereira, Mauricio, Ruffy, Justin Gaethje, all those guys need new matchups after UFC 313, and I am the best matchmaker in the industry, guys. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know that fact, and I'm gonna prove it to you once again today, and I'm gonna give you the most exciting matchups that are to make right now. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum to everyone.
We had some fun fights in Las Vegas and some big winners, some big losers, and we will start right at the top. Let's start at the top this time because I think that's the easiest matchup to make, right? In my opinion, it is clear. Alex Pereira, he did so much for the company. He stepped in on short notice several times, defended the belt several times. He deserves a rematch. I'm always very hesitant with deserving rematches or getting title shots again, but with Pereira, you can't deny it. He's been a company man. He's been there for the company, so now the company has to pay him back in a way, and he deserves that. He won the belt, defended the belt. He should now get the rematch. It was not like he got just beat like crazy. It was a close decision. I scored it for Ankalaev, but still, he deserves a rematch. So I want to see a rematch in the main event. Then in the co-main event, we had Rafael Fiziev against Justin the Highlight Gaethje. For Gaethje, Dana talked about a title shot, which was kind of confusing to me because I'm like, bro, you literally have Topuria, who in my opinion deserves a title shot more than Gaethje. You have Arman Tsarukyan, who deserves a title shot more than Gaethje. And you could even argue that Charles Oliveira deserves a title shot more than Gaethje. Because let's be honest, did he beat Fiziev? Yeah, but it was an amazing performance. He looked awesome. Fiziev came in on short notice. Fiziev is a guy that's ranked behind him. Gaethje got knocked out in the fight before. So I don't really see that argument at all that he deserves a title shot. But hey, I'm still gonna be a good guy and like give him a fight that will 100% guarantee him a title shot, and that is Arman Tsarukyan. If we believe Dana White, Arman will not get the next title shot, even though I 100% agree that Arman should get the next title shot. But hey, if Topuria fights Islam or Charles or whatever, then Gaethje should fight Arman. It's a tough stylistic matchup, and if he can't beat Arman, he will also not beat Islam. And I'm really not hyped to see Islam against Gaethje because I know how this fight's gonna end. And yeah, I'm not hyped for that. So give Gaethje to Arman. I think this is a fun matchup. It has a lot of meaning. Then for Fiziev, what I would actually love for Fiziev, because I mean, Fiziev didn't lose too much stock. He came in on short notice after a long injury layoff, looked very good against Gaethje, hurt Gaethje on the feet, and had a great scrap with Gaethje. What I would love to see, because Fiziev will need some time to recover, and there's another guy that needs time to recover, who goes by the name of Dan Hooker. And Fiziev against Dan Hooker, I mean, come on. Sign me up, boy. That would be an awesome fight. Two guys that love to bang it out on the feet. Two guys that will never be afraid to engage, and it will be an awesome fight full of pure violence. Then we had Ignacio Bahamondes, who defeated Jalen Turner by first round submission. For Bahamondes, I would like to see him get quite the step up because he was ranked number 15, now he beat the number 13 guy. He, in my opinion, deserves a top 10 shot now. And there's one guy in the top 10 that is a tough stylistic matchup for him, and you want to see those guys challenged, right? When they make their way to the top, you want to see them in those tough matchup situations to see how good they really are, and I have high hopes in Bahamondes. I think he's awesome. I love to watch his fights. Awesome! I would like to see him fight Gamrot. Gamrot is ranked number 8, comes off a couple of tough fights and stuff. So he kind of has to fight backwards again, and yeah, Bahamondes deserves to fight upwards. Number 8 is a great spot to fight. Bahamondes against Gamrot is a very interesting stylistic matchup. Tough for both guys, honestly, and I would love to see that fight. And I think there's no argument in the world why that fight should not happen. So make Bahamondes against Mateusz Gamrot. Then Bahamondes beat Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner unfortunately decided to retire. I hope that does not really happen, but he said he will retire at the age of 29, I believe, which is crazy. He has some mental health issues and stuff, which is very sad, but that's why I'm not giving him a matchup, because if he's retired, he's retired, right? And the last fight that I'm gonna give matchups to is Mauricio Ruffy and Bobby or King Green, right? Let's start with the loser, King Green. I mean, I say, Bobby, retire, please, for the sake of your health. You're already smoking tons of weed all the time, which I'm not against at all, but I'm pretty sure it's not too healthy for your brain to smoke that much weed, right? For your memory and all of that. And then he got knocked out several times now, back to back in a way, like, right, he got knocked out against what's his name, goddammit, Drew Dober, pretty bad. He got knocked out horribly several times against John Turner, submitted by Patty, that's not too bad, and knocked out cold by Ruffy, right? So at his age as well, I think he's 40 or something, just retire, bro. You have nothing left to prove. You have several houses, you said. Just retire, bro. Just retire. But since he wants to stick around, he said he wants to fight again. He does not want to retire yet. I have a fight for him that's actually pretty fun, that I think makes a lot of sense and proves again that I'm the best matchmaker. Let's make Bobby Green against Matt Frevola. I tell you why. Bobby Green is on a losing streak. Matt Frevola is on a losing streak. Both guys could get cut, that sounds interesting, if they lose their next fight. Both guys love to stand and bang. They're both very fun to watch, always entertaining, right? And you want to see an entertaining fight. Bobby Green and Matt Frevola will be an awesome fight, and the loser will probably get cut.
This isn't a career. This is not a career. This is an opportunity.
So you solve the retirement problem if Matt Frevola knocks Bobby Green out, which is very likely or very possible. You have Bobby Green like forced to retire in a way, or at least forced to leaving the UFC, even though he's kind of a star, so there is a possibility the UFC keeps him around, but you know what I mean, that would definitely, in my opinion, send him into retirement. And Matt Frevola, if he beats Bobby Green, he kind of gets back on track and has a big win against a big name. He got very unlucky against Fiziev. I think he's a great fighter, but he has to prove himself, and the win against Bobby Green will prove himself. If he gets knocked out there, good for Bobby Green. Bobby Green is back, so you know what I mean. It's a perfect matchup in my opinion for all the stakes that are involved, right? And the last fight that I have to make is for Mauricio Ruffy from the Fighting Nerds. By the way, somewhere here it says the Fighting Nerds. I don't know where. I think in the back of the cap. Caio Borayo signed this cap, and he wrote something about the Fighting Nerds or something because he saw that I love the Fighting Nerds. So this cap is Fighting Nerd approved, and I have an awesome matchup for Ruffy. I mean, who else comes up with that matchup? Maybe someone else came up with it, but I didn't see it anywhere online. This is such an awesome matchup. Mauricio Ruffy called out Beneil Dariush, right? A top-ranked lightweight. That means he wants to get into the rankings, and by beating Bobby Green like that, you kind of deserve to get that fast track, right? But who wants to see him against Beneil Dariush? Beneil Dariush also, I think he's top 10 ranked. I'm not sure which ranking exactly, but he's very highly ranked, so he deserves a fast track, but we don't have to go too crazy, right? Like step by step. Give him a top 15 guy, then a top 10 guy, then a top 5 guy, then we can talk, right?
Let's talk now.
There's a guy in the top 15 that is on a losing streak, so he has to fight backwards. He cannot fight forward anymore. He needs a win. He's an awesome, exciting fighter. Everybody loves to see him fight. Ruffy, everybody loves to see him fight as well. Those two guys would be violence personified. The guy I'm talking about is also very good on the ground, so there will be a test for Ruffy there if he wants to take him down. If the guy I'm talking about wants to take Ruffy down, right? There's a lot of tests involved in that fight. It's an IQ test as well in a way, and a quite big name, in my opinion, that would definitely propel him to the casuals' mind and scene, even though he probably got to the casuals' mind with that spinning heel kick. But long story short, give me Mauricio Ruffy against Benoit Saint-Denis, or Benoit Saint-Denis for the Americans. I mean, tell me one reason why this fight would not be bloody freaking awesome. I can't get enough of those matchups. I think they're all so fun, and I would love to see the UFC make them. But the most important thing is, what do you think about those matchups? Do you agree? Do you think those are awesome matchups? Should I apply to the UFC to be a new matchmaker? Or am I just talking nonsense? Those matchups don't make any sense. Either way, write it in the comments, you guys. Would love to hear your takes. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Would appreciate that a lot. Check out the Bloodsport merch, my merch, worldwide free shipping with the code FREE. The link is in the bio, first link in the bio. Awesome merch, check it out. Please, you guys, stay bloody. And until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.